Mid-Maine Chamber, in partnership with Epic View Studios, proudly present Chamber Chatter. Today's segment of Chamber Chatter is sponsored by our friends at Aroma Joe's, Maine Technology Group, Gateway Financial Partners, and Epic View Studios. If you'd like us to film an episode of Chamber Chatter at your business, email Mike at midmainechamber.com.
It's time for another edition of Chamber Chatter. I'm your host, Greg Glynn, and we are here today at the Central Maine Motors training facility. Of course, this episode brought to you, as always, by the Mid-Maine Chamber, Aroma Joe's, Maine Technology Group, and our friends at Epic View Studios. We're here with Chris Gauntz. Chris, great to see you.
Greg, how are you? Nice to see you today.
This is awesome what you're doing here. So I want to tell people and let them know what you've got going on here at Central Maine Motors with this training facility.
Sure. So we're happy to bring everybody here today to kind of see what we do under the hood if we could. Technicians have always been very difficult to find in the marketplace. And so, we have a relationship with Mid-Maine Technical Center and a relationship with Kennebec Valley Community College. And one of the things that we found was that even with those relationships and partnerships, we were still having a hard time finding folks that could get the training necessary to be a good, solid technician for us. And so what we decided to do in 2019 was purchase this facility with the grand vision of being our training center so that we can develop people we need to continue to service your cars and trucks.
Well, I think that sounds like a great idea, like you said, and also keeping the talent local, right? There's a lot of Maine, whether it's high school or right out of college, right, or looking to get into the trade. This provides them that opportunity with the hands-on experience.
Yeah, and they can do something close to home, be part of the community here, and recognize that working locally, you can make a great career in the future right here in Central Maine.
It takes the people and the relationships here to make this work at Central Maine Motors. Eddie, talk to me about your role here in this facility.
So my role in this facility is basically to teach these young minds like how to go through basic diagnostics, how to look for issues with vehicles, how to check brakes, tires, mountain balance, alignment, all the essential components that we need to get these cars ready for the lot.
And obviously this is where they come to kind of get checked out. And there's a lot of things you can look at when it comes to a vehicle and getting it ready for sale. So talk to me about some of the things that young mechanics are learning as part of this process.
Part of this process, the things they're learning how to diagnose like batteries, make sure the battery is good enough for a customer when they buy this vehicle. They're not going to have to worry about it not starting
Breaking down, yeah.
for first cold winter day. They make sure, once again, the tires are in good shape, ready to be on the road. These vehicles are safe for state inspection, safe for our road, safe for the customer.
What are some key things that are always on your mind about teaching them first?
First thing that I like to teach them is I do like to teach them, especially brakes. There's a lot of information when it comes to a brake system on its own. So, the more we teach them with that, the more I focus on that, the more they know that they can be able to judge it by sight, but also know how to measure, how to completely replace brakes. The same thing with scanning tires, doing the alignments, all stuff to get these vehicles safe and ready for the road.
So here we are down in the Mechanical Reconditioning Center, and as you can tell, there's a lot of activity going on here. What happens in this space?
So what happens over here is the estimates that we create over there that we then get approved by the used car sales manager will be performed here. So they'll procure the parts, and then the parts get delivered, and then high qualified technicians like Nate Netto, whose feet you can probably see under the car right now, will do some of the work that's necessary to get the car marketable and ready.
So how can more people learn about this program?
So really the best way to learn about the program is to go onto our website and fill out an application for employment. And then from there, the HR manager will get the person's application to the right manager. Then we'll find a way to coach you along through the process, vet you as a team member, and then bring you aboard. We only have 4 to 5 spots on the other side of the shop, but we have other places in the business where we mentor people too, like the reconditioning building where we do the appearance reconditioning. We mentor students there to become body techs, become mechanical techs, become service advisors, become parts personnel. So really, these two buildings help us springboard the employment that we need with people. This right here is the quiet heroes who help us get to those places to take care of people.
Now, we appreciate you sharing that story here on Chamber Chatter. That's going to wrap up another edition. We'll see you next time here on Chamber Chatter. Cut.
If you'd like us to film an episode of Chamber Chatter at your business, email Mike at midmainechamber.com.